Good evening. Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? I'm Chris, and thanks for tuning in. I won't be before you long on today. In my little thoughts, I'm just wondering. I don't know how many of you guys out there, guys, gals, men's, ladies, what have you. I don't know how many out there understands the seasons and the cycles of crypto, right? We're in the seasons of what some call summer, some call winter. I'm sorry, summer, run up, what have you. It's time to make money in the crypto season, right? It's basically been crypto season since the halving in March 29 of last year. So after that day, you have basically 12 to 18 months to make your money in crypto before crypto goes back into winter hibernation times, falling asleep, right, for like 2.5 years. Okay, so we've had things go on in the matter of this season and leading up to the season. You had the Bitcoin spot ETF, you had the Ethereum spot ETF, and now you have a few more ETFs in the works, right? I think a couple of them have been approved, some of them are still in approval mode. But where am I going with this? So, realistically, we have between like October, really would be like the climax of this season, getting ready to go back into winter, right? But now, because of the different things we had go on, the ETFs and what have you, and all of that changed up this, this cycle, this season. And personally, I do believe some things had changed, right? So it's not gonna be business as usual, right? Bitcoin hit new all-time highs before the halving. That don't normally happen, right? And so so and some other things, but this season has been different, right? For different reasons. The new administration, the different crypto changes, the ETFs and what have you. But hey, you got to do your own research, right? And you got to make your own decisions on how you're going to make your money in the crypto market, how you're going to make your money in the stock market, how you're going to make your money in both. What's your strategy? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to accomplish? What is he talking about? If you don't understand those things, that's okay. Get in the game of investing. Start doing some research to figure those things out for your own self, right? Okay, that's my little spiel on that. But we know Ethereum, the crypto Ethereum, has been waking up over the past few weeks, right? If you've been watching it, then you know that, you understand that, right? And a lot of people say Ethereum is late to the party, right? More or less, that's what it is. It's late to the party. We were expecting bigger things out of Ethereum a long time ago, right? I always say I can't complain about Ethereum because I picked up a good bit of Ethereum um, throughout the crypto winter when the price had bottomed down to $899 a coin. Some folks say that's cheap. Some folks say that's not cheap. Well, if you had those who think it's not cheap, didn't follow Ethereum in the last run-up season. Last run-up season, 2021, 2022, Ethereum used to routinely sit between 35 and 45K, right? So when it dropped down to 899, hey, my portfolio was looking decent. My stock, my crypto, I was just rebuilding, right? Accumulating. So all I saw was opportunity that I had to take advantage of, and I did. So when it went to, when it bounced back up to, worked its way back up to 1899, I was looking pretty. So, began to buy it, sell it. I began to sell it, buy back in, sell it, buy back in. I was riding the waves, right? I was building my overall position, the overall value of the portfolio. Oh man, I'm long with it. I apologize. I get like that. So, so right now, Ethereum over the last few weeks has been sitting between it's been run all the way up to 4,800, what have you. That was a new all-time high for Ethereum. And lot of the analysts, some of the YouTube influencers, a lot of folks is believing technicals and what have you. A lot of folks are believing that Ethereum will go somewhere between 6 to 10K before the year's out. All I can say is I truly believe things change within this season, right? So I was using Ethereum because as Ethereum begins to boom, so does the altcoin season begin to boom with Ethereum. Well, what do you mean? Altcoin is anything other than your number one cryptos or your level one cryptos. So anyway, if Ethereum is the catalyst that starts the altcoin season, and if you take a look at where Ethereum has been over the last few weeks, and you look at all the other coins and how they have been running as Ethereum has been running, right? So that tends to support the fact that Ethereum starts the beginning of altcoin season. So realistically, I was thinking I would be out of, my strategy was from 2 years ago to current, my strategy was I wanted to be out of my crypto positions by mid-October, right? And the only thing I would have after that is a portion of my Bitcoin and a portion of my Ethereum. But things have changed and I've had to pivot, right? So now my goal, my plan, my strategy is sometime between October and the end of December to be taking profit, right? Taking profit as I see fit. So that's an individual thing based on your average cost, based on whether or not you were buying and selling along the way throughout this season, right? There have been some nice runs this season, right? If you had a good buy-in window. Personally, I just believe that depending on what your goal and strategy is, if you got some at an outstanding bottom price and your money multiplies 10 times over, 12 times over, 13 times over, it doesn't matter what anybody else say to you, what anybody else believe. They saying you're leaving money on the table. Well, if that was exceeding your goal or what it is you were trying to do, you do what's best for you. Nobody has a crystal ball. Nobody knows if you got into something at a great position and you established a nice, strong position and you were up 13 times over from any time between this past 1 January to current. If you were up like that and you wanted to take profit, by all means, do what's best for you, because there's no guarantee it's going to continue to run before the end of the year up to from 13x to 14x, 15x, 16x, 17x, or what have you. So do what's best for you. If you are in crazy profit and you want to take profit, hey, take profit. I mean, if you're in crazy gains and you want to take profit, because there's no guarantee anything is going to go high. The name of the game is make some life-changing money to turn your life around. That's what I've been talking about since forever, right? Life-changing money, generational wealth. That's what it's all about, growing your wealth, right? If you don't hit this magical number you have in your head by the end of this run-up season for crypto, that's okay. If you made life-changing money, then you achieve something good, something great, right? Then you take, you take a portion of those funds and you set it aside to take advantage of the opportunities that a crypto winner will present, right? And then you rebuild your position, where you stand to make greater life-changing money after the next Bitcoin halving, right? So just be wise about how you're doing with your crypto. As if you're buying the dips and selling the rips or what have you, or you're buying the dips waiting on you a um, catastrophic move between parabolic, all over the place. You know, if you're DCAing into the dips, right, and you're trying to hold it till you get that parabolic move, then have your game plan and follow your game plan. That's the main thing. Follow your game plan to make you some money in this crypto market, right? Same thing as follow your game plan, making you some money in the stock market, right? And then, you don't, in my opinion, I'm not a financial advisor, right? I just do my own research. You don't want to make all your money off of just the stock market or just the crypto market, right? Excuse me. People I love like Jasper Racine, Smart Money Bro, and others. They tell you want your money, you want paper assets with stock, you want your digital assets with crypto, you want some property, right? And it would be nice if you have a small business, right? Property. When I say property, I mean real estate. So if you have your real estate portfolio, you have a stock portfolio, you have a crypto portfolio, and you have a business, small business, whatever the case may be, that's a pretty fortified financial world to be in. Pretty fortified financial freedom pool that you want to be in. So that means if the market, crashes or drops, you still have legs to stand on. If the crypto market has an insane pullback or it's throughout winter, then you still have financial legs to stand on, right? So you need to make sure you're doing things to fortify your financial freedom, right? There's no point in making this life-changing money just to go out and buy some nice outfits, have a nice car, and then 10 months later you find yourself struggling because the house is not paid off, the car is not paid off, you still have all this debt. We made life-changing money, but we made bad decisions with the money. So start making sure you have a game plan. Start making sure you stick to your game plan. When you make this life-changing money, make sure you turn your life around. Life-changing money is to change your life in a better way. So I'm 12 minutes in. I thought I was going to be done in 8-9 minutes. I just wanted to say some things to try to encourage us to make sure we're doing the right things we need to do, the smart things we need to do, the sound things we need to do to build our wealth, to begin to grow our finances, to begin to change our financial life, our financial world, right? And making sure we're thinking about it, making sure we're on top of it, making sure we have the right mindsets and what have you, making sure you have a budget in place to follow, making sure you're working on your emergency fund for whatever life brings your way. So don't let this world drive you crazy, beat you down. Just keep on chipping at it one day at a time. Keep on making wise decisions, one decisions at a time, and you will turn your financial world around. Before I came in here on yesterday I was thinking I wanted to try to make a quick video, didn't get around to it, but make sure you take care of your peace of mind, your woosah, your let things go, start over again. Take care of your peace of mind, right? It takes a peace of mind to be able to weather the storm of the financial game. It takes a peace of mind to be able to weather the ups and downs in your personal relationship with your companion, with your spouse, what have you, with your kids, with your grandkids, and what have you. So make sure you take care of your peace of mind. It helps when you're driving down the road, when you have a mind that is at peace. It's easier to be able to make the decision you need to make while you're behind the wheel and not end up in an accident. When you protect your peace of mind, it's easier to go do your work, go do your job when you get to work because you're at peace and the job is not messing with your peace. Your relationships are not messing with your peace. Your financial situation is not messing with your peace. your pieces, whatever you make of it. Okay, I'm gonna cut it with that. Hopefully you guys had a great, awesome weekend and ready to start a new work week. And hopefully I've said something to help you, to give you a little guidance, to give you a little encouragement. It's a great day. This is the day that the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. Rejoice and be glad, regardless of what's going on around you. Rejoice and be glad. You have life, you have health, you have strength. So you have the most vital ingredients you need to make your life better. If you don't have life, impossible to make life better. If you don't have health, it's pretty tough to make life better. If you don't have life, health, and strength, if you don't have those things, so you have something to be happy about because you have life. You have that opportunity to make life better. You have health and strength, so you have the things necessary. So with that, I am cutting it off with that. So you guys take care and be blessed continually, my friend.